Hello, everyone. It is me, Kakamba. It's been a while. Today, I'm very, very excited to be chatting to Kokie Moshala, who is the amazing designer behind Ditsala Designs. Hi, Kokie.
Hi, Kakamba.
How are you?
I'm greeting yourself.
I'm good. I'm good. Cool. Before we get started, I just want to acknowledge the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation as the traditional and true custodians of this beautiful land that I live on. And I also just wanted to pay my respects to elders past, present, and emerging. And I also just wanted to acknowledge that sovereignty has never been ceded. Cool. So let me just give a little bit of an overview to the people about you, right? So,
All right.
Kokie hails from Soshanguve, Pretoria, which is in South Africa. And after completing her engineering studies, she then enrolled on an MQA learnership with Attridgeville Jewelry Projects, after which she trained under Evet Faringali at Umjidi Jewelry. Then in 2015, Kokie was one of 25 students who were granted a scholarship to study in Italy, where in 2017 she completed her European Master Diploma in Goldsmith, Gemstone Setting and Design. That's a mouthful. After that, she started Ditsala Designs and Creation and blessed us with all these amazing pieces like my favorite that I'm wearing right now, the Fulanis, right? We love it. It's amazing. And I just want to just say a little quote of yours before we get started. Kokie says, I started Ditsala because I want to leave a legacy and promote our rich heritage, which is so full of color, style, and class. I am setting an African trend. So with that, hello, Kokie.
Hi.
To get us started, I just would like to know, where did the name Ditsala Designs come
Actually, I didn't start Ditsala alone. I was working with my friend. So Ditsala means friends. So we didn't have a name for our business, and we were watching TV, and then somebody said Ditsala, and then we're like, okay, why not Ditsala? You know.
That's
And
brilliant.
honestly, yeah. And honestly, ever since me and my business partner decided to part ways, I decided to keep the name Ditsala because I believe everybody who supports my business, everybody who supports my hustle is my friend. I mean, like, they're putting food on my table. So, you know.
100%. Yeah, I
That's
love
what
that.
Ditsala stands for. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's great. Really interesting. And you know, I must say, Kokie. I mean, do you prefer Kokie or Kokie or
It's Kokie. Kokie,
Kokie?
yeah. Kokie
Okay.
sounds better.
Okay. Okay. So I must say, Kokie, I honestly must say your designs are so unique. They're so intricate and detailed, like, and technical. Like, I've seen you, some of your videos, you're going in there with a blowtorch, you're wearing these protective goggles, you're using all of these instruments. And it's just, I don't think people actually really think about, you know, technically and all the technique that goes into doing what you do. So I would just like to ask, like, what is some of the materials that you like to work with, and what would you say is like your best process?
Right now we're using brass. We're using brass and a bit of sterling silver. Though we can work with other precious metals, but then I had to look at my market and do research, you know, on what my target market will afford.
Yes,
And
yes.
actually brass was the best option. And one of the reasons being, brass originates in Africa. And if you look at those old traditional jewelry pieces, the first jewelry pieces that were made in Africa were made out of brass.
Ah, I didn't know that. That's amazing.
So
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, right now we're busy with a collection of I don't know if I have something here of these traditional masks.
Yes.
These were made. I don't know if you can see this.
Yes.
You know, these
Mm.
were some of the first designs that were made in Africa, and they were using brass because times were tough. Gold was taken away from our people, so they had
Yes.
to resort to using brass. So
Wow.
yeah,
That is
that's one
amazing.
of
And
the
it's
reasons
beautiful.
I'm actually using brass. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I love those rings. I know you've got some of those rings actually as well. We'll need to get those on Eyona.
I've got them. I've got them.
Yeah. And your crowns. I love your crowns. Oh my goodness, they're amazing.
Whew,
Oh,
that's a lot of work. Hey,
is
that's a
it?
lot of work. Like, I have to spend almost a day on just concentrating on a crown. Sometimes I don't even finish. I have to work after hours,
Yeah.
and people don't understand the kind of work that we put into making those pieces.
Yes.
And like a person will be asking me, why are your crowns so expensive? I'm like, I'm
Yes.
spending my time and my skill. I work the whole night to make your crown, and you want to tell me that it's expensive? No.
No. Oh, definitely. I mean,
No.
the value is definitely there, exactly like you said. It's
You
not
know,
like it's a lot of technique, it's a lot of skill
it's a
and a
lot
lot
of
of
technique.
time and effort and
And I'm
you,
also
yeah.
risking losing my hands and eyes, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I also wanted to know, what motivates you and inspires you?
My son.
Oh gosh.
My son motivates me a lot.
I saw that picture of you when you were pregnant. I love that
Because I
picture.
want to
Yeah.
give. Thank you.
It's beautiful.
He gives me a reason to wake up every day. He gives me a reason to stay up at night working, because I want to give him the life that I didn't have. I want to give him the life that I wished for when I was young. I want to give him everything that that will make him happy and that will make him a better man. So that's what motivates me. And another thing that's been motivating me all these years, it's the women who are in the townships, in the rural areas, women who wake up every day, who have nothing, who are not working, but they wake up every day to provide for their families. A woman who sells fat cakes at a street corner, they motivate me a lot, because I'm asking myself, if they can do it, if they can be able to raise someone who's going to be a millionaire tomorrow, why can't I do it? You know, it's quite
Yeah.
sad, because these days we tend to look for inspiration on social media, but not knowing that we actually surrounded by inspiration amongst us. So we are surrounded by strong, powerful people, but because they don't have the money to show, we take them for granted.
Yeah. Oh, I totally hear that. 100% agree. And they're out there working hard to provide. Yeah, I feel that. And then I also was wondering, so, how important is it for you while, as you're talking about these women who are out working every day for, for their families who are out in the streets, how important is it for you also to source your product locally and also to ensure that your team, is from your community?
I just want to see their standard of living improving. If I take money and buy my and source from China, China will be more richer.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be the only person who has money in my area while being surrounded by poor people. What's the point of that? Why don't we all grow so that we can all succeed? You know, why don't we all grow so that we can be powerful? Why don't we all grow so that we can also put Africa on the map and show them that we can also do it?
This is so interesting. I love chatting with you, and I love like the the ethos and the mission that you have for your business, and how you are so community driven and wanting to uplift people within the community. I think that's absolutely amazing. If we're not helping other people, what's the point? Exactly. Yeah, so it's been so great chatting with you. I think I'll just end up with one last question. Maybe two questions actually before. I think the second last one would be I'm just enjoying chatting with you. It's so much fun. What would you say to like someone who wants to start a jewelry business or any kind of business? What kind of advice would you give them? What would be important? What kind of skills do they need? What would be for them to be successful? Yeah.
Study, do research, and start. Because you don't have to start big. You can start small.
Yeah.
I see now people are looking into starting big because they see people posting on Instagram, on social media, beautiful pictures, thinking that, no, I have to get an office place.
Yeah.
I have to get an office space. I have to get a big factory. You can start from your garage. You can start from your mom's back room.
Yeah.
Look at me. Let me show you. I'm working from my mom's garage.
Yes.
I turned it into a studio. And how do I do this?
Okay. Yeah.
There it is.
Exactly. I love it.
You see, you don't
and
have
you've
to
set up your workshop.
This is my mom's garage. You see the door.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. I've set my workshop in my mom's
I love
garage.
it. And that's where you start.
When I say from Soshanguve to the, you don't have to start big.
Yeah.
When I say from Soshanguve to the world, I mean from Soshanguve bedroom garage to the world.
Perfect. And then finally, what's next for Ditsala?
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right now, I'm just taking everything as it comes and just being grateful.
Yeah.
So I don't know what my next step is, but I definitely know that I want to see Ditsala in a big factory space with more than 20 employees. That's all I want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kokie. It's been so good just chatting with you and listening to who you are, what you value, and what drives you, what inspires you. And I got a lot from this chat, and I hope everyone who's listening also got a lot from this chat. You are incredibly talented and creative and a giving person. And thank you very much. Yeah, I look forward to us working together again. More so in the future.
I'm waiting for your order. I'm waiting for your order.
Oh, perfect. Thanks, babe.